Hello and welcome along to our final week of episodes from FM18, the head coach with me, Daniel. It's season 6, episode 4. Today we compete for our first trophy of the season in the Charity Shield against Crusaders, before we play in the Europa League and try to complete our second miracle in just the space of a few weeks in game against Banik Ostrava. Since you were last with me, not much to talk about, there's just been 2 days, but I did forget to show you a transfer in the last episode, which was a new sub-goalkeeper, Paul Burns. He's come in from Cliftonville last season. He's a decent 2.5-star goalkeeper with 5-star potential and will be a great understudy for Chris Johns this year. You can see he's already an under-21 international for Northern Ireland, so he should be good for us. But for those of you who were with me yesterday for the bonus weekend episode, you'll know that for the second time in 3 weeks in game, we drew Banik Ostrava. I don't know if it's technically possible. Hopefully one of you will have told me by now. But it's an absolute miracle, really. We drew them in the Champions League first qualifier, managed to scrape through with an unbelievable double-headed performance, narrowly went out to Malmo in the second qualifying round, went into the Europa League as a seeded team, thought we were going to get one of the minnows from Luxembourg, from Gibraltar, and we've ended up drawing Ostrava again, and they narrowly beat us in the away leg. But we have got that away goal for the second tie in the second of this double-header. But first we've got to deal with Crusaders. It's only been 2 days since the first leg, so we're playing a completely rotated team. We're still favourites for the game, but I don't know what that's based on. And obviously we've got poor morale as we've technically lost 4 games in a row. We're making 10 changes from that game in the last episode. Conor McManus the only man to keep his place, and that's because we don't have 2 sub-centre halves. But it means a completely changed team of Burns in goal, McKnight and Conlon are the fullbacks, with McKellany and McManus who does keep his place in the middle. Michael McManus comes in on the right wing with Dooley on the left. Costello and Patterson, the 2 young attacking playmakers in the middle, and McStravick and Burke are up front together. Burke, of course, last season's top goal scorer, so hopefully he can do something special for us today. We've got a few of the big hitters on the bench, but let's get into it and see if we can pull off a win. You can see they're playing that 4-2-3-1. They've got an attacking midfielder in Carl Best, who our director of football tried to sign last January, but he turned us down remarkably. We've got them to encourage the fans, and let's get into it. We'll play our attacking formation and see if we can get an early lead, and then we'll maybe drop back as we go on. But it's another cup final, another chance for us to bring the grey and pink suit out, which is so loved across the game. We've got it on the left with Dooley early on. Can Patterson get it forward? We've got the 2 creative playmakers in midfield, so hopefully we'll be able to create chances, even if we are a bit dodgy at the back. Dooley gets the free kick in, McKellany loses out, but it's straight back to Dooley. Costello on the edge, but the shot's poor and it's a long way wide. Goal kick and it's still 0-0. Nearly 10 minutes gone and we're forward on the counter again with Burke. He's lost out to Curry and now it's going to be Crusaders coming forward. Obviously, because we won both the League and the Northern Irish Cup last season, we've got the finalists of the Cup, who were Crusaders we beat on the last day of last season 2-1. And today they're going to face a far bigger challenge, as they're in this time, but Burns saved. It was straight at him, to be fair. But they're going to be a far bigger challenge because they probably slightly improved their squad. And we've obviously played 11 reserves, or 10 reserves and McManus, and 7 or 8 of them wouldn't have been in the lineup even last season. So McManus has got it on the right now. We're bringing it forward with McKnight. Long ball up, it's absolutely aimless and it's headed away. But Patterson again gives the ball away. A really poor start from him so far. Best coming over halfway line, the man we've highlighted as the danger for them. Into McCabe, back to Best again. He's got so much time on the ball. Conlon heads it away, but it's only as far as Curry. Another good young player for them. Best to Downey, on the left. McGill to Curry, and now look how much time they've got. It's so easy. Into Gary, and what a save that is. Burns tips it behind for a corner, and we're going to have to defend well here because we look like we're at risk of losing this game. I know it's not the most important competition, but it's always nice to start the season with a trophy. And for us, we need to get a result on the board. We've lost 4 in a row. McCabe's got the ball, headed away by the centre half, and McKellany puts it out for a throw. Nearly 5 minutes till half time now. We still haven't had a shot on target. Only Crusaders have managed that, and it's them coming forward again. McGill gets it in behind to Gabby, crosses to Downey. Burns makes another fantastic save, and we're going to have to make changes at half time because we can't cope the way we're playing at the moment. Curry's got it in the middle again. Downey on the left, back to Curry, to Best, and he's got so much time again, and he's hit it, and Burns has made a good save down to his left. Gabby needs closing down. We've got a second warning of the game for him, so we'll do that. We're also going to pause. I know it's not half time yet, but we don't want to go in behind. They've had 4 shots on target. We're going to be more disciplined. Just go to that standard mentality. We don't want to give away a goal this late on in the half. And we haven't got the team on the pitch to be playing an attacking mentality. So we've got 1 minute of stoppage time. Let's see if we can hold out till the break. And then at 0-0 we can give a thunderous team talk and make some changes. There we go then. We have made it to the break at 0-0. We're going to give them a bit of a rollicking at half time. Tell them we're not happy with their performance. They haven't been very good. We're going to take McStravic off and put McManus up front. Switch Dooley to his preferred right-hand side. Oh, I can't do that because I haven't got a sub on the left. But we'll take him off. We'll put Paul Smith on the right. He's normally first choice. And we'll bring Harkin on for Patterson. He's going to be playing on Thursday night, so I was trying to rest him due to Miss Kelly's injury. But I can't do it. We're going to make the 2 subs. Hopefully, if nothing else, it will get the message across that we're unhappy and shape up some of the others into a good performance. Although they could just think we've got less chance of being taken off now, so it might backfire. But we'll see how it works out in the second half. 5 minutes gone and it's still 0-0, and we still haven't had a shot on target in the match. Quarter of the game to go. We got a free kick with Costello. It's high and wide. It's the first shot I can remember seeing on a highlight, and it's absolutely atrocious. And now it's Crusaders straight at the other end with the corner. Gabby on the edge of the box tries to shoot, but it's high and wide also. We're going to think about our third change after this attack. Burns with the goal kick. Hopefully it'll be one of ours and not just bounce straight back. But that was wishful thinking, wasn't it? McCabe down the right-hand side. He's got a man overlapping in Gabby. Gabby can get the crossing. There's 3 in the box for them. But he's found McGill on the edge. McGill to Best, who's got time again and shoots, but it's wide. And we haven't had a shot on target in 70 minutes. We're going to bring on one of the stars. McMahon's going to come on up front for McManus. And we just hope renewing his partnership from last year of Burke and McMahon will work out. Harkin's got the ball in behind 2. Burke crosses to McMahon and he hits the post, but it's instantly made an impact as we have a shot on goal. But still not one on target, and it's 0-0 with 15 minutes to go. But a more promising sign at least. Crusaders with the ball again in the right back area. Best brings it out of the fence to Gabby. He's dropped back into centre midfield now, Best. He's coming forward again with McGill to Downey on the left. They've got so much time in the middle of the pitch, even where we're closing down. Best has got it up, but it's a bit of an aimless ball. And McManus in the left back area can take his time. And can we finally build one meaningful attack? Conlon with a huge punt over the top to Burke. And we're 2-on-1 here. Burke tries to shoot. He could have just tapped it across to McMahon, and he had a tap into an open goal. And now Costello's injured and we're going to have to play with 10 men. I don't know if either of these strikers can play in midfield. Burke can slightly play on the left apparently. McMahon the same for the right hand side. Let's see if either of our wide men can play in the middle. Dooley can't at all. Smith can play in the attacking midfield, so we'll get him in there. We'll see where he can play best. He can't do anything, so we're just going to put him as box to box. I think he's got some stamina. If he has, we can do that. He hasn't got any stamina. He's got the talent though, so we'll put him in the box to box for now. McMahon goes out to the right and Burke will target man on his own up front. I'll just check it's not like the English Charity Shield where you can make more subs. You can. What am I doing? Undo it all. There you go. I've learned something today. We still haven't got a central midfielder on the bench, but we can at least take Costello off. We will put Smith in the middle as planned, but we'll bring on Thompson on the right, who's a far more apt replacement. We're going to also bring on Hanna up front and put our deadly duo together. I don't know if we can make any more subs. If we can, we'll bring on Robinson for McManus. We can, we've got all 6 there. Can Kane come on as well for McKnight? No, we can only make the 6 subs. But to get Robinson on, we'll hopefully deal with those problems with fitness at the back for McManus. And with 2 minutes to go, we've just got to hold on. But luckily, we've got 11 men still. We're coming into 5 minutes of stoppage time. It's Crusaders with the header, but Hanna wins it. McMahon, the goal kick, which was headed away by Hanna. McKnight down the right-hand side. Hanna's got in behind. McMahon's in the middle. Hanna blocks the clearance from the centre half. Can he get a crossing that's meaningful? He can't, but he goes back to Harkin. Harkin finds Smith. Smith into the box to Thompson. What a save. That is an absolutely fantastic save by Crow, the Crusaders keeper. He made a few blinding saves in the cup final at the end of last season, and he's carried on where he left off there. That's a wonderful save to save the game for them. And with 6 minutes of extra time played, or stoppage time, we're now into penalties. Smith and Harkin will be the first 2. We'll give Hanna and McMahon 3 and 4. And we'll give McKnight number 5 ahead of Robinson and Dooley. The rest are awful, so Thompson, McKellany, Conlon and Burns will make up the numbers. But hopefully, if we are going to win it, it'll be in 4 or 5. But I'm not confident going into this one. Crusaders with the first penalty. Smashed it in the top corner. A fantastic take. And now we've got Paul Smith stepping up. It's been a bit disappointing since he joined us. He's played in the middle today, but what a penalty that is. Smashes it into the roof of the net down the middle. And it's 1-1 after 2 penalties. I think this might be the first penalty shootout we've commentated on. They've hit another cracking penalty. 3 fantastic penalties so far. And we're going to have to hold on here with Kieran Harkin, one of our most experienced players. slots it down in the bottom corner. Fantastic pen. I'm not great on commentating on penalty shootouts. I don't think we've had one on the channel so far, so it might be my first ever one on camera. Best with a penalty, top corner. It's exactly what you expected from him, the star man for them. And now we're down to the poor penalty takers, but it's our 2-star strikers. Gary Hanna, the new signing in the summer. He was the hero against Banik Ostrava, but he's not today. He's missed the penalty that may well cost us this tournament, and it looks like we're not going to defend our title. We need some heroics by the keeper, but we haven't got it, and that's just about curtains now. McMahon has to score to keep us in it, and then we have to score and get all 3 to go our way. Here's McMahon then up to the spot. Can he keep us in the tournament for now? He's got to slot it in, surely. He does, top corner, excellent from McMahon, but these 2 penalties still have to go our way. We need our keeper to save one now. If it was Chris Johns in goal, I might feel confident, but not with Burns in goal. He's not looked like saving any of the previous 4, and they've been excellent penalties to be fair, but it's Downey, the left-sided player for them. He steps up to the spot. Will he win the game for them? Here he comes up with his left-footed run-up into the corner, and we have lost our first trophy of the season. That is not the start we wanted. We get to see Crusaders celebrating the trophy win, and that is a really poor performance, even with our sub-team. And they can't get these trophy ceremonies right. They're too far forward this time. He was standing in the middle of the stanchion where you pick up the trophy. But that was really disappointing. I did not expect to be losing one of them, and already this is a disappointment compared to last year. If we don't win the Iron Brew Cup or get to the group stages of the Europa League now, that will be for nothing, and I will be really disappointed. And realistically, it's 5 defeats on the trot for us at the moment. There's confirmation of the defeat. Costello's injured, but it's just for a few days. He could have stayed on a pitch with a bruise. That's going to tell us a lot about him. Hanna might well be willing to step up again, but he won't be given the opportunity, let me promise you that. Paul Burns made his debut and was poor in the penalty shootout. And Wright, the Northern Ireland manager, was watching, and hopefully none of them will be getting in a squad based on that performance. We're going to have to go to the Dynamics and give them a team meeting. We haven't even got the option, but 5 defeats in a row, and that's something we're going to have to look at. We'll be back in a minute though for the second leg with the Banik Ostrava game, where hopefully we can pull off another big European performance. Okay, we're back for this big Europa League tie at home to Banik Ostrava. For the second time this season already, we're hoping to pull off a miracle at home to them. But first, let me just show you a couple of really quick things that are very interesting and quite unfortunate. Firstly, in the Bet McLean Cup, we've got the hardest possible draw from outside the Premier League, which is Larne, who got relegated by the playoff last year. And we've also got big teams coming in for Marty Klukas, our star young central midfielder, just 18 years of age. Both Hearts and Millwall have put in bids. We're going to reject them for now, but they could come back with bigger offers, which we may struggle to deal with. Particularly if we go out this stage of the Europa League and lose out on that extra couple of 100,000 we had last year. But let's get straight into the game and see if we can do something special on this Europa League night. We're heavy underdogs as usual, but we've got our first 11 out again. We've got Johns in goal, we've got Kane and Stevenson at fullbacks with Robinson and McManus in the middle. We've got Smith and Burns on the wings, Klukas and Harkin in the middle. Miss Kelly got injured in the first leg of this tie, for those of you who remember from yesterday. And up front we've got Hanna and McMahon, with the usual assortment of rubbish on the bench who let us down on Saturday. So let's get straight into this one. We'll be changing back to our Europa League tactic as soon as we get in there, in terms of going more defensive, disciplined and things like that. But look at Banik Ostrava. They've come here to hold on to their lead. It's a 4-1-4-1, and we still won't be able to get away with attacking, but I'll definitely go for standard instead of counter. We've encouraged them to go and cause an upset. Let's get into our tactics. We're not going to stick to positions because we've got the sort of space to move forward now they're playing that formation, but we will drop to standard, and we'll just see if we can go for an even game and toe-to-toe with them. McMahon to Stevenson, Klukas early doors. Can we build an early attack? I'd love an early goal in this one. McMahon loses out in the air, but Banik Ostrava get a free kick as he's adjudged to have been backing in. Nearly 10 minutes in, they've got a throw in on the right. We need that right back to do something special for us again. Machuca in the middle to Quen. Quen playing on the left this time, but now Felfel into the box. Has the shot which John tips wide, but we've seen their dangers early on there as they win a corner kick, and it will come in from the right hand side. Not sure who's taking it yet. It's Engels with the corner. Into Quen, and he's going to give a penalty. Oh, every single time we play Banik Ostrava, we seem to give away a penalty. That one actually looked like a pen, to be fair. It's Machuca who's going to take it into the top corner, and penalties are going to strike again against us. Multiple times against Banik Ostrava, and on Saturday in the penalty shootout in the first of this episode's games. And now they've got another corner on the right. Tibor out to Engels. Engels on the edge of the box. If I were them, I'd be putting it in the middle because the ref wants to give him a penalty every time. They've got the ball clear and now it's McMahon on the counter. Can we do something special with Hanna? In theory, their goal makes no difference. If we'd have scored 1-0, we would have gone through, but we knew that wasn't going to happen. So as it is, 2-1 gets us to extra time, 3-1 gets us through. Engels with a shot, it deflects off our own man, and Johns reacts brilliantly to that, to be fair. We can't expect to get through this. They're a 3-star professional club. They've got players on multiple thousands a week, worth multiple millions of pounds, and we have to understand that this probably is our limit, and the fact that we won the first tie against them is a miracle. We've cleared it off the line again with McMahon, and they're dominating. Do you know what? I'm going to go for it. What's the point in this time going out with a whimper? We're going to go attacking. We're going to still be more disciplined because we want to keep our shape, but let's just go for it. Let's see if we can get the ball forward quickly and cause them a bit of trouble. We've got a free kick on the right. The first highlight since. Into Hanna. Burns drops down. He's given Banik Ostrava a free kick. I thought the pause was for a penalty, but it's deflected off Hanna and he was offside when it hit him. And we still haven't had a shot in this match yet, and now it's Ostrava coming forward again. Mascara in the middle to Machuca. Shot's blocked and it's going to be brought away by Smith, but the highlight ends before we see anything. Mascara in the middle now, gets it out to Engels. Engels bringing it forward to Machuca. Machuca comes over halfway unopposed. He finds Felful, and these names are so familiar to us now. I'm commentating on them like they're my own team. I've played them 4 times already this season. I've only played 2 more games with our own lot. Machuca out to the wide area to Engels. Burns to Stevenson as he intercepts. Klukas up to McMahon. Can we cause trouble on the break? Into Hanna. He's in 1-on-1. Can he finish? It's a fantastic save by the keeper. He placed it well, Hanna, but that's a great save. If we could have equalised there, we would have put them under real pressure for this half. We're going to encourage them to show something better. We're going to go to our tactics and we're going to take off the be more disciplined now. We're just going to go full-blown attack as we would in the league. They've got the centre kick and we might live to regret it, but we've only got 1 chance to get through in this Europa League now. We've been so unfortunate with a tie when we could have been playing the side from Luxembourg or Gibraltar. We got the hardest team we could have out of the 5 of the unseeded teams. Quen comes down the left and Smith makes the tackle, and we've just got to hold out now for 10 more minutes before going on a rampage on the attack. Oh, Burns is going to get sent off. What an idiot. What an absolute idiot. He gave away the penalty in the first half. And what a stupid tackle. I mean, you could see him flying in the air from 5 yards away. That's any chance we had of getting through over. We'll bring on Dooley on the left for Hanna, and McMahon will have to do it alone up front. I don't know which position he's better in. The advance, we'll play him there. Back to counter-attacking, back to being more disciplined, and now it's damage limitation. And although Burns is one of our best rated players at the club, I don't feel like playing him for the next couple of games. He may be not seeing first team football for a while, and I might even sell him, I'm that annoyed. Klukas to Harkin, long ball to McMahon. Don't rate us out with 10 men. He's in 1-on-1. McMahon, he's at the post. Oh, that would have been such a good goal. And it would have given us so much hope. Down to 10 men to get in behind like that. Fantastic play. And we've still got that threat on the counter as Machuca hits one wide. The hour mark's reach. We'll give Smith a rest for Thompson. We just want more pace to go and support him up top. We haven't really got anything else we can do in the middle, so we're just going to leave it at 2 subs for now. And then McMahon will probably get tired towards the end, so we'll bring on McManus at that point. But we want to give him as long as possible because McMahon's streets ahead of him. He's a fantastic player. As you saw there, he nearly got us back in the tie. Remarkable stuff, really. But we're still 1-0 down, and with a quarter of the game to go, we have to face it's over with 10 men. Thanks to Burns' stupid game. He's given away the penalty and a stupid red card for an awful tackle. It's Banik on the right again. They've got the cross in now with Kynes. Back to Machuca. It's tipped wide by Johns. Fantastic save. I'm all over a place again trying to go through the commentary. But it's going to be crossed in by Engels. Engels gets it away. It's given another penalty. No, it's a free kick. I thought it was another one. I was going to go mad then. 15 minutes to go. We will give McMahon a rest now. He'll come off from that advanced forward role. And we'll bring on McManus in his place. McManus not really match fit. But again, we've got another league game in just 2 days' time. The Northern Irish League, you'd have thought they'd protect a side who have got to this far in the competition to try and get them through, but they're not. They're trying to make it as hard as possible. Dooley's got the ball on the right. Can he get the cross in? He does. McManus loses out, but he falls for Thompson. Into Harkin. Shots blocked on the line, and it's cleared away. It was going to go in the back of the net, but now they're on the counter, and they've got 4 on 3. Klukas trips in well. We tried to get the yellow, but it's not stopped the play, and Stevenson makes a fantastic tackle to give away the throw. Klukas somehow hasn't been booked for that. I thought the ref would have gone back. Quen finds Kynes, shots blocked and Thompson clears to McManus, but again it's 3 or 4 on 1, but we've got men streaming forward now. McManus goes all the way back to the keeper. He could have switched it to Thompson there, but instead he's ended the attack. They're coming forward on the left now. Kane clears. We've actually been better since we've had 10 men. Tiber in the middle to Quen. Quen's not closed down because we're starting to run out of steam and Johns makes the save. Just 5 minutes to go now and they're bringing it forward on the left again. They've got so much time on the edge with Quen. The shot's blocked. We've worked really hard again. Bar Burns, it's been a fantastic performance against better opposition again. But Burns, when you give away a penalty and a red card, you can't do anything. And in 2 separate instances as well. It's completely cost us the game. But other than that, we've completed with a 3-star professional side yet again. That's 6 games this season. We've not lost by more than a goal. And that's really fantastic, to be honest. It shows just how far we've come. And even our reserves were poor on Saturday. We've got to a face our reserve team isn't any better than most of the others in the league. But McManus is in now. Can we get a result on the night? We can. That's really heartwarming. McManus gets the finish into the top corner. And on the night, we've managed to get a result against Banik Ostrava. And that really will fill us with confidence. And we deserve it, to be fair. You can see from the shots in the second half, we've been the better side. We've levelled out on target. And although we haven't had possession, we've created chances. This will be about the end now. Harking back to Kane. We're just waiting for the whistle. It's cleared away and there it is. A 1-1 draw with 10 men is a fantastic result. We've really worked hard, but we are out of the Europa League. And unfortunately, it's just the Iron Brew Cup that we're going to be going for now. 1-1 on the night. Aaron Burns has cost us the tie. And I'm really disappointed with him. But let's see quickly what they've said about the game. It's their first leg triumph that gets them through. We've received another couple of 100,000. Aaron Burns, I'm going to fine 2 weeks' wages for a ridiculous tackle, and thankfully he's accepted it. We'll do the press conference in a minute, but that is it for this episode. If you have enjoyed it, please put a thumbs up on the video. Subscribe to the channel for regular content from this series for the rest of this week as we finish Season 6. Now we're out of Europe, we will be skipping quite a few games between each episode. There'll probably be 3 or 4 more, maybe culminating in a double upload on Thursday, before our episodes from the FM19 beta start on Friday or Saturday, depending on when it's released. A big thanks for watching this one as always, and we'll see you next time.